Dear students, myself Professor V.S. Kale, Department of Electronic Science, KTHM College, Nasik. Today you will learn core compulsory theory course, subject ELT 231, Advanced Communication System. It's Unit 2, Pulse Communication Systems, and subtopic is time division multiplexing and frequency division multiplexing, in short TDM and FDM. Let us see the outline of lecture. First we'll see about the introduction to multiplexing, types of multiplexer, frequency division multiplexing, in short FDM, FDM transmitter and receiver block diagrams, time division multiplexing, in short TDM, time division multiplexing transmitter and receiver block diagram, difference between TDM and FDM, and at the last we'll summarize the lecture. First see the introduction to multiplexing. What is meant by multiplexing? Is the process of combining multiple signals into one signal over a shared medium. Medium is shared. Multiple signals are sent from transmitter to receiver. If analog signals are multiplexed, means inputs are analog signals, the process is called as analog multiplexing. If digital signals are multiplexed, it is called as digital multiplexing. Observe the diagram. Left hand side block is multiplexer, right hand side block is demultiplexer, and these are connected by using a link. Single link is there, and through that number of channels data is sent from transmitter to receiver. There are number of inputs to the multiplexer. Those inputs are represented by 1 to n. So these are the number of inputs. Those data are multiplexed and sent through a single link, and those are received by demultiplexer, and demultiplexer again separates them. Those are represented by outputs from 1 to n. Here mux, many inputs, one output. Here one input, many output, demux. There are n inputs to the multiplexer. The multiplexer is connected by a single data link to a demultiplexer. The link is able to carry n separate channels of data. N separate channels of data is carried from mux to demux. The mux combines data from n input lines and transmit over a higher capacity data link. So these inputs have low capacity as compared to this link which is connected between the mux and demux. The demux accept the multiplex data stream and separate the data according to the channel and delivers them to the appropriate output lines. So this is about the mux and demux, which is used in TDM and FDM. There are two types of multiplexers. One is analog and second is digital. These are further divided into frequency division multiplexing, that is FDM, and time division multiplexing, that is TDM. FDM is an analog technique which is implemented only when the bandwidth of the link is higher than the merged bandwidth of the signals to be transmitted. So link bandwidth is very large as compared to the merged bandwidth of all the signals which are to be transmitted. TDM is considered to be a digital technique used when the transmission medium data rate quantity is higher than the data rate requisites of the transmitting and receiving devices. The important common difference between TDM and FDM is that TDM share the time scale for the different signals. Time slots are allocated, whereas FDM shares the frequency scale for the different signals. This is about FDM, TDM, and just the difference between TDM and FDM. See the details of frequency division multiplexing. FDM is the frequency spectrum, that is total frequency spectrum bandwidth is divided among the logical channels. This diagram shows whatever the frequency is there, that frequency is divided into logical channels. This is channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, channel 4, 5, 6, like this. So bandwidth is divided into logical channels. See the example of telephone. When 3000 Hertz wide voice grade telephone channels are multiplexed using FDM, in that case 4000 Hertz is allocated to each channel. Means the telephone channel for voice grade is only 3000 or 3 kilohertz, but allocated bandwidth is of 4 kilohertz to keep them well separated, and they are separated by some frequency band that is called as an guard band. Observe this figure. These are the different channels. The channels are separated by using the guard. For this channel the carrier frequency is F1. Total requirement of bandwidth is B1. For second channel the bandwidth is B2. Third channel it is Bn. So total bandwidth is from this B1 to Bn, that is addition of all. The total bandwidth is required of the link. So this figure is of spectrum of composite baseband modulating signal. Here this is B1, second is B2, third is B3, like this. If we are making the group of 12 voice channels, each require 4 kilohertz, means B1 is 4 kilohertz, B2 is 4 kilohertz, like this. Then the total bandwidth required is of 48 kilohertz. It includes 500 hertz guard band on each side of channel. This forms a group of 12 channels. So this is one group of 12 channels, second group of 12 channels. So there are many groups, those are transmitted through a single link, and the allocated band for that is in telephone is 60 kilohertz to 108 kilohertz, through which many users data is transmitted simultaneously from one place to the other place. This is about the frequency division multiplexing, how the number of channels transmitting the signals with separate carriers. Let us see the FDM transmitter block diagram. Here in FDM, the frequency spectrum, that is bandwidth, is divided among the logical channels. Single frequency band are allocated to different users. In radio broadcasting, different frequencies are allocated to different radio stations. In a block diagram, This M1T is a signal, first signal, M2T is second signal, like this last signal is MNT. These signals are modulated by using a subcarrier frequency F1. Second is modulated by using a subcarrier frequency F2. Like this, the last signal which is modulated MNT with modulator carrier frequency is Fn. First modulated signal output is denoted by S1T, second is S2T, like this last one is SNT. This is having same bandwidth, separate bandwidth. This is again similar to this, and all these signals are combined and generated a MBT signal. It's called as an composite baseband modulating signal, and this is given to the transmitter, and this transmitter is transmitting the FDM signal which is denoted by ST. So this ST is including all the modulated signals which are combined of original signals M1T up to MNT. This is the transmitted signal. This FDM is useful. Bandwidth of a medium exceeds required bandwidth of channel. So useful bandwidth of medium exceeds required bandwidth of channel. Each signal is modulated to different carrier frequencies. Carrier frequencies separated, that is called as an guard bands, so neighboring signals do not overlap. The channel allocated even if no data is there. If there is no signal, then also channel is allocated. Let us see the FDM receiver block diagram. Here ST signal is received, that is FDM signal. This is the main receiver. We are getting the composite baseband signal, and these are given to the inputs of band pass filter. Here cutoff frequency F1, second is F2, third is Fn, and this band pass filter is signal, that is S1T, S2T, SNT, is given to the demodulator input, and demodulator removes the carrier and gives us the original signal, that is M1T, which was transmitted by transmitter. Similar things happens with demodulator second, that is F2. The original signal is received M2T. Like this, the last signal is MNT. So the receiver receives the FDM signal, and after demodulation we are getting the original signals which was transmitted. For example, a traditional television transmitter which sends a number of channels through a single cable, which uses a frequency division multiplexing. So this is about the block diagram of FDM receiver. Now let us see the meaning of time division multiplexing. In short, is TDM. The time frame is divided into slot. This is important. This technique is used to transmit a signal over a single communication channel by allocating one slot for each message. There are two types of TDM. One is synchronous, second is asynchronous TDM. In synchronous TDM, the input is connected to a frame. If there are n number of connections, then the frame is divided into n time slots. One slot is allocated for each input line. In this, the sampling rate is common to all signals, and hence the same clock input is given. The mux allocates the same slot to each device at all times. This is about the synchronous time division multiplexing. Let us see the asynchronous time division multiplexing. The sampling rate is different for each of the signals and a common clock is not required. If the allocated device for a time slot transmit nothing and sits ideal, then that slot is allotted to another device. This type of TDM is used in asynchronous transfer mode networks. So this is about TDM and its type, and what is the meaning of synchronous TDM and asynchronous TDM. See the details of TDM. TDM is a digital multiplexing technique. Here multiple digital signals are carried on a single channel by interleaving portions of each signal in time. So this diagram is indicating time slot are there. So this is first time slot, second time slot, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and again channel 1 data is sent, channel 2 is sent, like this, 4, 5. In FDM, frequency is allocated of total bandwidth. Here time slot is allocated to each channel. Observe this diagram using mux and demux. If there are 3 signals labeled by 1, 2, 3, so by using this we can send the data of first user, second user, third user, and the same data is received after a demux of 1, 2 and 3. Let us see here. First channel data is coming here in this time slot. This 3 is indicating data is received from third channel only in this time interval. Then second, and again we are receiving the data of first, then third, and then second. The sequence is 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. At the demux, first time slot data is received, second time slot data is received, third time slot is received. After that again it will receive first, then second, then third. The process is continuous. This is the channel through which the user data is sent only in fixed time interval. Here multiple digital signals interleaved in time. Time slots are assigned to sources and it is fixed. Time slots allocated even if no data is there of particular user. Data rate of medium exceeds data rate of digital signals to be transmitted. So this is about the TDM. Let us see the block diagram of TDM transmitter and the meaning of frames. TDM transmitter consisting of, these are the signals M1T, M2T, MNT. These are given to the buffer, so here data is stored, and this M1T is scanned for fixed time slot, then it goes to M2T, and last one is MNT. The output of this is called as an TDM stream, MCT, and these signals are given to the input of modem, that is modulation and demodulation, and it generates the modulated TDM string. That data is sent and it will be received at the input of TDM receiver. So this is the block diagram of TDM transmitter, signal, buffer, scan operation, and modulation and demodulation, in short called as an modem. Now see the meaning of TDM frame. Each frame consists of set of time slot. So these are the separate time slots, and portion of each source is assigned a time slot per frame. So this is first frame 1 up to n, and this is again second frame again 1 to n. So time slot may be empty or occupied. So sometimes data may not be sent, or maybe data present in that time slot. So this is about the TDM block diagram of transmitter, and second one is the meaning of frame. These frames are said one after the other. Let us see the meaning of transmitter, receiver, block diagram of it. The block diagram: modulated TDM stream is received. Here modem is there, demodulation process, MCT, and scan operations. So how signals are separated. These are given to the buffer. So after separating first signal, it will be stored in buffer, that is M1T. Second signal is stored in this second buffer, that is M2T. So original signals we are receiving after the buffer. So this is about the time division multiplexing receiver. Now let us see the difference between TDM and FDM. TDM stands for time division multiplexing. FDM stands for frequency division multiplexing. In TDM, time sharing takes place, while in FDM, frequency sharing takes place. In TDM, synchronization pulse is necessary, while in FDM, guard band is necessary to avoid the neighboring channel overlap. TDM works with digital signal as well as analog signals. FDM works only with analog signals. TDM has low conflicts, while FDM has high conflicts. The ICs or chips of TDM is simple. For FDM it is complex. TDM is efficient as compared to FDM. So FDM is inefficient. Let us summarize what you learn. Multiplexing is the process of combining multiple signals into one signal over a shared medium. The types of multiplexer: frequency division multiplexing, that is FDM, and time division multiplexing, that is TDM. FDM, the frequency spectrum is divided among the logical channels. Single frequency bands are allocated to different users. In FDM, carrier frequencies are separated by guard bands, so signals do not overlap. Examples of FDM: radio broadcasting, TV transmitters. In TDM, the time frame is divided into slot. It is used to transmit a signal over a single communication channel by allocating one slot for each message. In TDM, synchronization pulse is necessary. In FDM, guard band is necessary. TDM is efficient than FDM. These are the different points which you learn